Hi, my name's Tom Sweetman. I'm founder and director of Stickyboard.co.uk. A few friends of mine they'd just come down to London, or a couple had actually lived in London all their lives, and they'd moved areas and they were looking to find things locally. So a couple of them wanted, if there are any clubs to join, others they needed something fixing in the house, or the flat, and there was nothing. I mean, our generation is used to finding things via the internet, and although you could, particularly if they were very well known, locally find out new clubs and societies, it was really difficult to do that, and they were just put off, so they didn't really get involved. And then a bit later on, I was doing some work in the community, and the more I did it, the more I realised there's so much going on, and it doesn't matter where you are in London, there's always something interesting. But the biggest problem is a lot of people don't know about it, and it's very hard to get that out, particularly on the internet, in a way that anyone can set up their own blog, but will anyone actually read it? And last but not least, I fixed computers during university to pay the way, and trying to advertise yourself as a local business on the net, it just wasn't really working. There wasn't something for people to do that properly. So they all came together at the same time, and I just thought, well, there's got to be a better way of doing this. And for me, it was, okay, let's keep it simple. What about the community notice boards? Used to work for years, so let's just take that idea and put it online, make it accessible to people, and let them actually connect with each other. We looked at the likely user groups we were going to have. We looked at the competitors, what they were offering. Standard strengths weakness analysis on all your major competitors, and we also looked at areas that weren't really touched at the moment, where there did seem to be a need and a desire but hadn't been fulfilled. And that was just to start. Having done that, we spent a lot of time in beta testing our research. So we had a product which we thought was going to work. We tested it on focus groups beforehand, and we released it in controlled beta in a given borough in London early on. And we spent 8 months really fine-tuning everything, from the product itself, listening to feedback, making improvements, to the pricing of the offer, to the way we marketed that, the messages that we used, and the channels that we used to deliver them. As I said, and that, to be honest, that really paid off, taking that time to actually really understand where we're coming from. A lot of people who start businesses or enterprises have previous business experience, or people in the family who have. I didn't really have any of that, so all I had was an idea and an intention to do something about it. So that was number one. It was sitting down at the computer on your own and going, all right, plan this out. What do I need? What do I need to make this work? And taking this huge idea and breaking it down, that was one of the hardest things to do. But once I did that, after that, it just was a case of, piece by piece. So I need a plan, you write a plan. I need funding, I'll get funding. I need people, I'll get people. And doing that got the way through. I think funding for us was a challenge. I think it's a challenge for everyone. That's something, you can do it, and I'd say when people say you won't get funding or you can't get this, don't take no for an answer. And if the straightforward way is blocked, doesn't mean there isn't another way. You've just got to make sure you have the perseverance and the courage to actually find it. And I think that pretty much applies to every other challenge you'll face.